much, Mr. Ismail, for giving me this opportunity. We have talked about this in the association as well. The Turkish composite industry has to move together, and it has to reach a certain place and position in the world ranking. So we are here to share our experience, our know-how. That's why we're here all together in this summit. Let me talk about our quality journey. Like Mr. Ismail has mentioned, I am the chairman of the board at Polin. I will be sharing with you how we went on to the TURK quality journey, what steps we took. I will talk to you about the decision, what TURK quality is, how to apply, the conditions for application, what support mechanism TURK quality provides, the process itself, and of course the outcome, and making use of the support mechanism. TURK quality. Let me talk about TURK quality. Well, let me talk about Polin first. Polin was established in 1976 by architect Enver Pakis as a composite design and manufacturing company. Of course, at the time, the term composite did not quite exist in Turkish, so it started as a chemical materials company. It was operational, serving many industries, including automotive and agriculture. In 1980, Poland designed and manufactured unique and innovative product composite structures and supports for tourism and leisure industry. In 1989, Poland started manufacturing water slides for water parks and tourism facilities. Then, increasingly, it was a player in bigger regional projects. And our history is made up of four main parts. This is our chronological progression, so as to say, and of course we have a sectoral legacy and administrative legacy, and our attitude, our stance and approach to how we do business. Chronologically, we have four stages. As per the industry, we started as a contractor company. Then we focused on certain industries. Then we worked with the Blue Stream project. In the first phase, Enver Pakis was the person who shaped up our vision, our mission. It was a family entity as such. Then we became more and more institutionalized with more participation by and from the workers. In the last stage of our administrative progress, of course, the company became an independent entity. This is what we're trying to achieve now. And in terms of our stance, attitude, and how we do things, we started off as a manufacturing company. Second stage was shaped up by our sales and marketing efforts. Segmentation, sales distribution were quite important. The third stage, as a result of our accumulated know-how, the effort for branding came in. That's what we focused on. And the final stage, of course, was built on the former three stages, and we built lobby on top of all the previous stages. We did lobbying on an international basis. And all through the way, we tried to create our own sectors. We tried to move out of where the crowd was. We wanted to go and find our own blue oceans. We didn't want to jump in with everyone else, but we wanted to find our own blue ocean and jump right into it. That's what we wanted to achieve. Mr. Barak was our helper in designing the strategy. He's also a trainer for us and some other companies as well. So we decided to find our own ocean, so as to say. I have a short video. It's a video from 1988. I can't seem to start it. This is an Apple commercial from 1998. Of course, in our business and in the daily routine of all the things that we need to do, sometimes we forget to take a step back. And of course, our main strategies are designed, and we also have some catalysts to make the strategy work. That's how we decided on getting into TURK Quality. TURK Quality TURK Quality is the first and only branding program supported by a state in the world. And it's different or unique from the regular export support programs, in the sense that the purpose here is not to increase volume of exports only, but it's rather focusing on an effort to enhance the branding efforts of the companies. And the aim of Turquality is to create 10 global brands from within Turkey. We haven't been that successful, to be honest. Maybe Turkish Airlines is the only one that could truly be called as a global brand that originated from Turkey. But we are working in the right direction, I hope. And then how to apply to Turquality? Who can apply to Turquality? Let me talk about that. First of all, there are some preconditions, prerequisites. And then there is a pre-assessment form that you need to apply from the website, and you need to get a minimum score of 85 in that form. If all your documents are ready, then you can apply onto the secretariat and the process starts. We have completed this 4 years ago. We went through this 4 years ago. I can't quite recall, but somehow it wasn't feasible at the time for us to be part of it, or maybe we didn't have enough score, and we decided again to assess it in 2014. We started working on it in September. We applied in February. We were inspected on the 1st of April because of the upcoming elections in June. There was a delay in the processing, and finally we were told end of June that we were eligible. What sort of documents need to be submitted? First of all, brand registration document. Your brand needs to be registered in Turkey for domestic use. In terms of the shareholding, at least 51% needs to be owned by Turkish shareholders. So majority Turkish shareholding, and you need to be an export company. And of course, the form that you fill out on the website needs to give you at least 85 points out of a total score of 100. This Turquality program allows you to make use of the available funds for various different countries within the same group. It's not specific to a country within a company within a group, but various different companies within a group of companies can make use of the benefits of Turquality brand, so long as they use Pollen brand.
Alabiliyor. Ön değerlendirme fonu şirketinizin yapısını analiz eden bir form. Bunu kendinize test edebilirsiniz, doldurabilirsiniz, deneyebilirsiniz. Şu şekilde siz zaten bir değerlendirme sonucu hemen arkasından veriyor. Ona göre seviyenizi görüp devam etmeme kararı alıyorsunuz. Buraya daha sonra geleyim. Şeyden sonra oldu. Siz 85 üzerinde puan aldınız. Turquality Sekreteriyası'na başvurdunuz. Onlar sizden şey istiyorlar. Cironuza göre belli bir oranda harç yatırmanızı istiyorlar. O harçlar burada. İşte 25 milyon doların altındaysa cironuz 8 bin dolar. 25-75 arasıysa 12 bin dolar. 75'ten fazlaysa, 75 milyon dolardan fazlaysa 18 bin dolar bir harç yatırıyorsunuz. Geri alamadığınız tek şey bu Turquality'de. Bu parayı geri alamıyorsunuz sonrasında da. Size bu 6 tane danışmanlık firmasından, 6 tane firmadan, işte Deloitte, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Boston.
To submit your financial accounts is supervised and inspected by one of these 7 accounting companies. For us, it was Boston Group. They sent you an information request form prior to their visit. We can go down. This is pretty much the template that they use when they come to inspect you. They are very experienced. We're running out of battery apparently. And of course you need to be prepared for each of these topics. Let's talk about brand management, for example. That's how we prepared ourselves, and of course depending on how suitable your structure is as per this template, it becomes easier for you. Our structure, for example, internally, organization structure wasn't much of a match for this, so we had to reshape our reporting. Somehow they want to make sure that the template exists within the company. And all of our departments introduced themselves, they gave information about themselves, they responded to questions. Move down, please. This was the marketing presentation very quickly. Each department has to have its own vision and mission. They need to prepare their part of the presentation. And of course, what they have written need to be in accordance with the overall group strategy. This is also important. A SWOT analysis for each one of the departments as well as the overall group. Brand strategy is important. We need to have a document stating the brand strategy, and it has to be stable. You might have heard this along the way. For example, Silk and Cashmere brand changed their brand strategy after they have applied, but they haven't informed Turk Quality. They were rejected. You need to have a well-established corporate identity. You need to position your brand. None of these existed 4 years ago, by the way. We all changed this in preparation for Turk Quality application. You need to have your brand strategies. Each departments within the group need to have a clear set of 5-year plans, targets, objectives, business plan for the next 5 years. Market research for your markets of operation. And performance assessment or measurement criteria for each and every department, the organizational structure, whether the values and principles of the company have been trickled down to departments and internalized by them. Well, we probably have many of these as part of our ISO preparations, but you need to put them in a certain template that's compatible with the Turkality framework. And the more information you provide, the less number of questions you will be exposed to. So this is pretty much it for the brand. Let's look at the corporate governance. That's an area important for them. That's important for them. They would rather see a corporate structure rather than a family entity managed by 3 family members. If it's a family company, they need to see the executive board, which we didn't have at the time. We had the board. There's a specific format that they want to see these things progress in a certain way, so we adapted ourselves to it. So, corporate social responsibility, whether you have such efforts, to what extent. And for example, for marketing and customer management, customer segmentation is important for them. In financial performance, independent accounting companies to come and supervise is important. What credit lines you have, how much debt, what sort of information management systems exist. ERP is something they look for.
Know-how var. Bu korun
And they wonder if they have the know-how, if they do protect themselves. This is what they attach importance to. Let me see if there is anything else. Özkan Bey, maybe you can make a comment. Well, they look into everything. The auditing, after the auditing, the consultants do submit a report, and then you get the result of that report. You are scored. If you score in between 50 to 80, you are included into the brand program. If it's in between 80 to 100, then you get included into the TURK quality program. There are different support mechanisms, and the limits for each group is different. Brand marker program is a 4-year program. You are supported for 4 years, while TURK quality is 5+5. Every year you do submit a report, and at the end of each year the process is kept longer, so you can get your support for 14 years from the program. And once included in that program, you can get support from all the other ministries except for the Ministry of Economy. This is another aspect of it. There are financial supports, aids, and also the development roadmap, the development program, and vision seminars. There is a specific portal for the ones included into the program. They have their own passwords to go into that portal of visionary systems. And certain consultants, professors to deliver certain seminars or workshops, and management trainee program is, I guess, an 8-month program. It's like a mini MBA program, and it's supported by 75%. The roadmap, I don't know if I have the roadmap here, probably not. After you get the notification that you are entitled to join TURK Quality, you can opt for the auditing company, and then you prepare a 5-year roadmap. They do deliver consultancy services to you, and this is a sort of a checkup. The new markets, main strategies are identified with them, and this is also supported with a 75% of ratio. And you may demand certain things and say that I would like to go to that fair or that exhibition. And after this roadmap is approved by the ministry, the support programs start, and you can revise them. You may say that I was targeting the Middle East, but there happened to be some wars there, so I changed my strategy, and now I am rather looking at Asia, you may say. I talked about the roadmap, and here you can see certain figures. 1.2 million is for consultancy, and the 600 of that is what you can get. And in the middle column, you can see the amount that you can be entitled to receive. We talked about the support for development. It was 75%, and also management training program is supported by 75%, as I said before. Depending on the structure of the company, the showrooms, franchises, offices, they can all be opted for. For example, GMS had a need for logistics in the market of Germany, and they needed warehouses, so they used what they needed, and Parisian needed showrooms and warehouses, and they used them. So the offices or the warehouses, there is no limit to them, only there is a limit to the stores, up to 50. Any kind of patent, industrial design expenditure is also supported by 50%. When we talk about certification, we mean all the tests and all the certification, and these are also met by 50%. But if you are in that program, TURK Quality program, there is no limit to that. And in patents also, there is no cap for that. The consultancy seem to be represented here in a single item, but there are further examples. If you have any, we can show them. If you are abroad, any kind of ad, commercial fairs, events, and everything. Promotional activities, these are all covered, and differently than other supports, such initiatives should take place abroad. And it also helps with the installation of your booths in other fair areas abroad, all the booklets, all the promotional activities. But it is supposed to be abroad, and it shouldn't come in Turkish. The website, any kind of e-bulletins, everything done over the website. And if you say that I will throw an event, a cocktail party, for example, it's also supported by 50%. You may say that I will put that commercial on a French TV, for example. They will support you by 50%. And the consultancy, the trainings, they do meet everything related with consultancy. And this may be related with design, international quotation, any kind of ERP or software. They support all of the software issues, and you can download those documents from their websites. These are the annexes of the main documents. There are many companies here, many companies from different industries, starting from textiles to food, and we hire designers. In their payroll, it needs to say that they are designers. They can be architects, or they could have studied industrial design or another thing, but they should be stated as designers. This was all I had to say. So to sum up, I can say some companies do acquire that document for prestige, but they also get a lot of support. And for a corporate approach, some do get obtain that certificate. And also you draw the attention of foreign funds if you are involved in the program, and your credibility increases. You may get credits. These are the things that I can roughly think of.
Gözünüzde net somut olarak ölçemediğiniz büyük destekleri de var. Sorularınız varsa cevaplandırmaya hazırım. Teşekkür ediyorum dinlediğiniz için. Buyurun.